thought I had the run then, but that one's it's not there. Get a proper probe for the tunnels. Feels like it. Good scissor trap here. Dig a bit more out so I can get the trap in line with the tunnel. The tunnel's going this way through the hole. So he's going to run through. He's going to tap that and it'll spring shut on him. It needs to be lined up as best as possible, otherwise it'll go off and not catch it. Cover up as much of the light as I can. Mark it with a stick so I don't drive or mow over it. I'll check it again tomorrow. When it's gone off, I'll know if the trap's gone off because these will spread apart. Not necessarily catch something in it. There are cheaper, poor quality scissor traps like this, but this one is quite a good quality one from the Farmers Co-op. So I'll check the trap tomorrow and see if there's anything in it. The only other thing you need for the trapping is something to find the tunnel. I'm using a screwdriver at the moment. Could do with a longer one really. A trowel just to dig out a small hole to find the tunnel and then put the trap in. And then I'm using these bamboo sticks which I've painted some white paint on just to mark them out so I know where they are straight away. So I don't go over them with a mower. I've got my 3 different traps here. This is the one I go for every time really. The scissor type trap, which you set by holding the spring open, fitting that in there, and that's it. That gets knocked and it clamps the mole. That's the easiest to set, easiest to see if it's gone off. This one, this half barrel trap, is supposed to be very effective, but it's more fiddly to set. You can catch potentially 2 moles in it, or the same mole if it comes from either side, because you set 2 springs. Got to hold the spring down and then you've got to hook that onto there. See what I mean by fiddly? move the trigger bit underneath. That's one side set, that's the trigger underneath. So you do the same with that side, and the mole comes through and through that hole and knocks that there. It's sprung them. Well, these are supposed to be very effective, but I've never caught a mole in one, so I just keep this in the car as a spare. I don't even bother with it. It's getting the same with this one, but obviously I'm not a professional mole catcher, so I don't tend to bother with these things. Much stronger spring on this one. That's the trigger plate there.
Put your fingers.
Got a little hole in the trigger plate. You're going to put that pin through. That should be set there now. This is the trap I go to every time. I don't see why I should bother with a more fiddly trap if the simpler one works. I think this one is called a Talpex type trap. It's not. There's an official brand which is Talpex, and this will be a copy of it. There, but the mole will actually go through the end like that. You can see it'll go through there. I think with this one you're supposed to, you know, I'm not an expert, but I'm sure you fill more earth back into the hole with this one, so the mole redigs the tunnel and puts pressure on this as he's moving the earth out of the way. If you're going to buy one, try and buy, if you're going to go for a certain type, buy the better quality ones that you can find, because they're likely to be more reliable. Right, I've got a trap that's gone off here. I can tell it's gone off because the top of it is opened up, so it's sprung open. I've had to add another 2 or 3 traps about the place because nothing was happening, so those 2 haven't gone off. And it's probably been nearly a week now, so I've just left them and see if we've got anything in this one. Yeah, 1 mole. I'm glad I've got him now because he was starting to make a bit of a mess about the place. So I'll pull my other traps out, level out the molehills, and then check, see if there aren't any other moles about. They're going to dig up fresh molehills and make a mess about the place. Okay, till the next video.